Alright, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan battle video, and today we're taking on the burst mode for the Super 17 Dokkan event. So burst mode, you go through, you can kind of make this as hard or as easy as you really want to. The main goal here is to try to complete all the missions, which in order to do so, you need to beat it with both of the specified categories that it gives you. In this case, Artificial Life Forms and Siblings Bond. And you need to at least get 6,000 points with either of those categories, right? You don't have to do it for both. You just have to do it for at least one. So what we're going to do in this video is we're actually going to do it with both. Typically I like to split these up into two separate videos, but I think today we might just do it all in one and just kind of do like two big run-throughs. So I don't think it's going to be very much different either way we do it. So right now we're going to the Artificial Life Forms first, and then I'll kind of just scroll through here. You can kind of see the stuff that I picked, right? Like I said, you can make this as hard or as easy as you want. You can go for big scores, get more of the burst coins. You trade those in for some of the the OSTs that you can play like on your profile page or on your teams and stuff like that. Nothing really really draws me into it as much. So it's like, for me, I like to just come in, set it to, I'd say like a moderate difficulty or something to at least get me like the 6,000 points. And then after that, I don't care what else I put on there. Now, I know there are people that do like to really, get a big challenge out of this, and that's totally fine. If that's you, I mean, all the more power to you, you go for it. But for me, I know myself, and I know that I like to just come in here, kind of get these done, and then be able to just kind of call it a day. So we'll run the Artificial Life Forms team here first. This is going to be basically an entire team of Majin Buu characters. So let's do this. We'll start off and screw it. We're just gonna go right down the line. It doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, so I mean, this burst mode, it's not gonna be anything too crazy. There will be some sort of challenge to it, because with anything that you're adding like extra little gimmicks to or extra strengths to, is obviously going to be a little bit harder than what the original Dokkan event was. But honestly, it is what you make of it. And I'll say it over and over again, right? These burst modes, it is what you make of it. And if you are one of those people that do like to really just challenge yourself, this is your opportunity to do it, right? Without having to worry about going through a red zone or doing like a festival of battles. I mean, hell, you could make this last as long as a festival of battles if you truly wanted to. All right, let's do this. I mean, I don't really think it matters too much here. We'll go ahead and pick these up. We'll do that. Now, I don't know how actually tough this is going to end up being, right after putting in all the buffs that we have. This could end up being somewhat of a challenge here, right? We did raise their attack, we raised their defense, their HP is higher than usual, so it could take a little bit longer to get through, and it could be a little bit tougher. But typically, I mean, with these teams, the only thing with Artificial Life Forms team, right, choosing the type of because you can choose your typing as well, right? There's options in there to use only certain types. So for this one, to use only Tech and Int, I think is what it is. You're basically running an entire Majin Buu team, and that's it. But that does give you the most points out of everything. So that's kind of why we're doing that. Now, I think the other team, right, so the Artificial Life Forms gives you more points because they are technically the harder one to, I think, get through. But if you, let's do that. If you do the other team, right, the Siblings Bond team, you get less points for that one because it's going to be much easier, I think, to get through. Yeah, I mean, we'll do some damage here. I haven't done this Dokkan event in a while, so seeing the barrier up, I'm assuming he can't be hit by like Ki Blast or something like that, right? Because Super 17, his whole gimmick is to absorb Ki. Although this Boo just did work on him for sure. Well, let's see. Well, no, he still gets hit by the Ki Blast for sure. That definitely knocked his barrier down a lot. I'm assuming that just gives him more defense. This super easy A here, though, for this Int Buhan is absolutely cracked. Alright, so now the domain for that one went away, so we'll go ahead and pop up the next one. And just keep this party rolling with the Majin Boos here. Yes, I mean, we're gonna take this phase of Super 17 out for sure on this rotation, and then he's got one more stage, so it'll be the actual, like, the newer, you know, the STR Dokkan Fest Super 17 that we'll fight next. There we go. Come on, do some more damage there, Bubba. There we go. That's a little better. All right, yeah, there it is. So now he's definitely dead. I was like, are we going to actually take him out here or what, man? All right, cool. Down he goes. Oh no, that was the final stage of it. Oh, that's much easier. Yeah, that was much faster than what I thought it would be. I thought it was we would do the next stage of it, but I guess not. I mean, sure. I mean, I'll take it. That's fine. Yeah, so there you go. So there's 6,000 points right there. So we can go in here, you look at the missions, right? So now we've completed 19 out of the 20 missions, just because we still have the other category to get through. So let's go through here. I'm gonna try not to change too much because I think I like the way everything was kind of going. We could do, you know what, we can make this a little harder for these guys. We'll do that. And then we can add in, say, a little bit more attack. So we'll go 6,000 even right there for this team. Let's see what we got we can use here. So definitely going to be using this guy here. Hybrid Saiyan's Youth. You know, he's got the siblings bond additional to him. So let's do that. Who else do we have that we can throw with him? I mean, I guess really not anybody too crazy, huh? Let's see, you guys are siblings bond lead, aren't you? Yeah, I thought so. But they kind of want a Goku. I mean, screw it. We can run them as a lead. We'll do that. We'll grab these guys. We'll do this. And then we'll probably throw this Gohan on there too. And that should be fine, I think. So let's do that. It's super class. We'll pick them up.
All right.
And we'll run it this way. And we'll see how this works out for us. Now, I don't imagine this is going to be very tough still, right? It's still the same exact fight. We did add a little bit of a stipulation to there where, you know, picking up certain key spheres is going to make it a little bit more of a challenge to us, right? It's going to do us a little more damage. We made the enemy a little bit stronger because, I mean, Lord knows they didn't really get a chance to attack last time. So maybe this time we'll be able to see some of what the enemy can do here with these buffs. All right, we'll go here. All right, yeah, we definitely are hurting for Ki with this team. So we'll do that. We're going to swap you guys over. We'll do this. And we'll just pick all those up there. Oh, yeah, just type disadvantage Ki spheres right there would hurt us just like you see right there. Okay, yeah, I say Gohan should still be able to kind of tear through these guys. This Gohan is stupid good, dude. This Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, man, they absolutely rocked it with this guy and his design. All right, I think they got type advantage against this guy, so we shouldn't be able to knock him out. Dr. Mew down. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Let's say it'd be nice to get everything through everything in like a turn. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll try to go for the Int one first because it looks like he's going to be doing the most attacking of everybody. We'll just grab that. Pick up those. And yeah, you kind of got screwed back there. So we kind of got to hope we knock that Int 17 out, which I don't know, man. We probably could have done a little bit better with building the team out, to be honest. Oh yeah, dude, we definitely could have done a lot better. That's what I get for just throwing people together. Nice, dude. This Gohan, man, I loved this guy when he first came out, man, and then he was so good for so long, and it was insane. Like, the defense this guy had, the amount this guy was able to output, you know, then you transform him into the ultimate Gohan, and it was just game over at that point. Like, he just ran through the content with that guy. Now, unfortunately, he is not what he used to be. There we go. We're knocking him down a little bit. I don't know if he's going to kill him, though. Yeah, no, he just survived. All right, it's fine. So we'll do this just to finish him off here. Yeah, we don't need that. Grab that, heal up. Nice. Yeah. Talkie. All right, we'll go ahead and use that, because why not? Doesn't really do too much for us, but it's at least a little something. We can go ahead and grab those. We'll pick those up. And I mean, I was kind of hoping the Int orbs would fall a little bit better, but that's all right. Now, I think the whole thing here is, I think if you get that barrier all the way down, he probably goes into the next phase. If you're able to beat him before the barrier goes down, then he just stays here. Is kind of what I'm guessing, because I haven't, like I said, I haven't done this Dokkan event stage in so long. You know, since the STR 17s came out, I haven't touched this stage. And that is one of the cool things about burst mode as well. Like, if you don't go back and do like metal grinding stuff, this is a way to kind of revisit some of these stages that maybe you haven't done in a long time. Yeah, Gohan just having fun now. I mean, you're lowering his attack every time, which is super helpful for whenever he decides to super. Like right now. Shoo! They took a big hit. Alright, so what we can do now is we'll switch over our boys here. We will go ahead and use their active to kind of boost this up a little bit here. And then we can use theirs as well, just to do a little bit more damage. Not a whole lot, but at least it's something. So we'll grab that. We can pick up all those. And then, ooh, I don't want to pick up those tech keys here for you because that's going to do some damage to us. So we'll grab those, unfortunately. I'll say maybe we can see how much damage these boys will do, but I mean, we're running with this team. You know, they're not built out the way that they would be maximized for sure. Yeah, we definitely took the harder route to be able to beat this stage. I'll tell you that. Oh yeah, see, we're gonna break that barrier here very soon. I think the more key blast supers you do against the barrier, against him when you got the barrier up, that right there is what's gonna do it and bring it down. Alright, let's go ahead. We're just gonna pop all this stuff. Just get our guys rolling. Let's do that. Let's grab... You don't need too much, so we'll do that here. And then for you guys... Okay, there's 5 rainbow key spheres right there. Do that. Now, typically, this Gohan here, like, if you're able to build him up a lot in his first form, dude, he will absolutely go through and just start destroying everything. And, of course, you have him the right team, right? Like, we didn't really build out a very optimal team. But this right here might end up breaking the barrier. Damn close. No additional supers, Vegeta? Really? Really? You just let that happen? Yep, there it is. Uh-huh. But it keeps the same health bar, though, so there is that.
Bring it on.
Let's do this. Would Gohan be better suited than the boys? I don't know. I mean, it really probably doesn't matter. Let's grab that. Let's do this. And then we'll do that so we get a little more healing in there and make sure they can get their super. Yeah, the boys are gonna dodge. Oh, he's definitely gonna hit a lot harder now without that barrier going. Yeah, you're better keeping that barrier up there, boy. Now you're getting tossed around by kindergartners. Oop, dodged. Yeah, I didn't think that one through. Nope, they're gonna do it again. You turds. Okay, something right there to keep in mind. He is gonna be absorbing energy. Yeah, we without a doubt made this event much more complicated than it needed to be with our build out of our team. But I mean, either way, I think it's about to be done here, so it doesn't really matter. This Gohan's about to sauce him up. Yeah, there he goes. All right. Well, that completes the burst mode. A little bit longer of a route than probably what most people will take in building their teams out, especially for the siblings bond team. You could build a pretty powerhouse team with that, especially if you have the new like Gohan, Goten, and Trunks exchange unit. So last little bit of things we're gonna do here. So we go over here. We got all 20 missions complete. We completed with both teams. It's done. It's all in one video. We're not breaking it up this time. So we'll go ahead and accept this. And there you go. There's all the burst mode rewards. Everything is done for this burst mode. So that's going to do it for the video. If you guys stuck around to the end, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know if you guys are taking on the burst mode yet. What teams did you guys run for the artificial life forms and for the siblings bond teams? What typings did you use? How many like buffs did you put on the enemy? Did you try to make it super hard, or did you just go in and try to make sure you got the 6,000 points and then get out of there? Let me know. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. Soup!